Greetings. Welcome to my solo podcast on the future of mobile technology in education. My name is Chelsea Ross, and I am a grade 4-5 teacher at Dallas Elementary. Dallas Elementary is located within the Kamloops-Thompson School District of British Columbia, Canada. I hold 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science from the University College of the Cariboo, now known as Thompson Rivers University, and a Bachelor of Education from the University of British Columbia. I'm currently enrolled in the Masters of Educational Technology program through the University of British Columbia. I've been an elementary teacher for 13 years. My passion lies within teaching First Nations education, as well as effectively incorporating technology into my teaching practice. For my forecasting project for the eTech 565M mobile education course, I predict within 5 to 10 years, all educational systems from kindergarten to grade 12 will have adopted a one-to-one iPad initiative with curriculum taught through blended learning pedagogy. A Gallup study from the United States of America showed that the longer students stay in school, the less engaged they become. Their study determined that 24% of 5th graders were disengaged. The percentage grew to 39% for middle school students and ballooned to 56% for high school students. This informative statistic is very alarming and disheartening for an educator. What is wrong with our educational system? Why is it failing our students? Our world has changed due to the advancements in digital technology, and thus a different type of learner has evolved. The digital natives have been immersed in digital technology from a very young age. Therefore, they are practiced users of it. They require opportunities to develop collaborative, critical thinking, and creative skills. They need choice and personalization within their learning environment. They need immediate, useful feedback and meaningful assessments. How can we create a learning environment to support and engage our digital natives throughout their educational career? Emergent research has concluded iPads in kindergarten to grade 12 classrooms have the capability to strengthen students' learning motivation, collaboration skills, productivity, and engagement in classroom activities. In a one-to-one iPad initiative within a school in Western New York, Janet Ferguson found a high percentage of students agreed that the iPads made learning more fun and interesting. At Northdale Middle School in Coons Rapids, iPads in the classroom led to increased engagement among disabled students, as well as accelerate and improve their learning and comprehension. iPads have the ability to allow an educator to implement an individualized program through technical scaffolding and apps. Some apps are even powered by AI, artificial intelligence. An example of an AI-powered app is Thinkster Math, which is a tutoring app that blends real math curriculum with a personalized teaching style. Many educational apps have built-in components of effective instruction, such as model lead test, scaffolding, performance feedback, repetition, and attention to individual learning rates. In their study, Musti Rao et al. Concluded educational apps showed great promise in supporting the needs of at-risk students. Another study centered on an iPad game, Motion Math, has shown that the iPad can help with fundamental math skills. 5th graders who regularly played the game for 20 minutes per day over a 5-day period increased their test scores by 15% on average. Another positive attribute is the portability of an iPad device, which enables students opportunities to participate in meaningful activities across time and place. Finally, iPads provide students with the necessary skills for 21st learners. In their study of promoting student-centered learning using an iPad in a grade 1 classroom, Wolashin et al. Found that the student and teacher worked to create an authentic, inquiry-based learning environment that supported the development of 21st century skills. My prediction does not include a classroom full of zombies glued to their screens with no teacher in sight. Rather, I envision a blended learning environment that incorporates flexible seating and small groups, pairs, and individuals completing various activities at the same time. For example, a small group is working with the teacher on enhancing a reading strategy. Another group is working collaboratively on a research project using the iPads. Pairs of students are participating in Read to Someone with books, and individuals are working on their iPads with an educational app, as well as individuals are writing stories on paper. This blended learning environment combines technology with traditional teaching methods. There are several reasons for this rationale. First, is essential students know how to print and handwrite, as well as type. In this digital age, handwriting may be viewed as archaic, but handwriting has cognitive and creative writing benefits, as well as develops fine motor skills. Secondly, Funding will be a factor, as it'll cost money to implement a one-to-one iPad initiative and to purchase the educational apps. Thirdly, there are many studies which depict the consequences of too much screen time, and students from Janet Ferguson's study complained of eye strain. Therefore, an educator needs to be cognizant of this. As well, Wi-Fi capability will be present at school, but students may not have access to it at home. In a report released by Wireless Broadband Alliance and IHS Markit, a research firm, about 44% of people on average living in rural areas in India, China, Brazil, Japan, Germany, Russia, and the UK and the US don't have access to it or cannot afford broadband internet. Lastly, there will be a teacher resistance, and Morlam and Montgomery found in their study it takes time to effectively integrate technology in an intellectually rich way. In my forecast project of predicting within 5 to 10 years all educational systems from kindergarten to grade 12 will have adopted a one-to-one iPad initiative with curriculum taught through a blended learning pedagogy. This prediction will enable a teacher to develop a rich learning environment which meets the needs of the 21st learner: choice, collaboration, inclusion, digital technology, immediate and useful feedback, as well as personalization. Thank you for listening to my solo podcast on the future of mobile technology in education.